So let's take a look at events in React.js. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile this code in Code Sandbox. You can also use stack plates, or you can also use your desktop setup for React.js. So with Sandbox, you can click on Create Sandbox, go to codesandbox.io and click on Create Sandbox. Here you have to choose React project. Okay, so choose React, and then you will have one sample or demo project. On the left hand side, you will have template, dependencies. Okay, on the middle, you have your index.js that shows a component that displays these two statements. Okay, we will get rid of this. Okay, keeping the name of component app as is. Okay, let me hide this browser as well. And here I'm going to create our component app that extends React component. Okay. Now inside this class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have constructor. Okay, that takes props. Okay. Also, we will have our super props. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to set our state with this dot state, and inside that I'm going to set the data for this saying before click. Okay, once you set this, what you should be doing is making sure that your constructor is ending with semicolon. Then we are going to use this dot update state equals to this dot update state. Okay, and we're going to use bind this. Okay, once you're done, you are ready to execute the rest of the code. And for that, what we're going to do is we're going to update state. Okay, so let's update our state, and inside update state, what we're going to do is we're going to use this dot set state. Inside that, what we're going to do is data set to, let's say, after click. This is the state that will be called when we click on button. Okay, next thing is we are going to call render function, and inside that we're going to have our return method that basically takes div, closes with div, and here we have button that has event on click, and here that shows this dot update state. Okay, so that's closed, and then we will have click option here, also end of the button. Okay, now what needs to be done here is you need to also use some changes. For example, let's say I want to use h3 or h4 that says this dot state dot data. Okay, so once we call that, we can use this closing. Okay, now next part comes where we have to simply check whether we are properly closing everything. So our class, then our render, then return, then div, also update state. Okay, now also check whether you have your this dot update state properly set. Okay, so let me just properly close this. Okay, so this dot update state will bind your current value of data, which is before click, and set for the button. And when we click on the button, it should update and say after click within H4 tag. Okay, now let's open browser, and here you see before click, because state of that button is set to this before click. Now if I click on this, then it should trigger my new state within this return method. Okay, let me click, and as you can see, it says after click. So as you can see, this is how React works with events, and it allows you to change the data from component with the help of state. You can also use the same for child components or the nested components within your